Hi Nandini, a very good afternoon and thank you so much for your time to ET Now. Firstly, let's talk about the margins then, because this time your margins were close to like 21%. But going ahead, what is the guidance on your margins and what will drive your margins in the times ahead? Can we expect to see 20% plus number for FY25?
So I think what we've seen with EBITDA growth, margin expansion has come as a result of stronger revenue growth. So we are a fixed cost business. Stronger revenues leads to operational scale. We've also spent a lot of time and effort on cost optimization and operational excellence. So along with these, I think we've seen that margin increase. For FY25, we're actually guiding an early teens absolute improvement in revenue and early teens margin is growth as well. So I think next year, that's what I can say for FY26. In the long term, the medium term, 3 to 5 years, I think we can see 22 to 25% EBITDA growth margins.
Right. Nandini, the CDMO, saw a growth of 29% on a year-on-year basis at around 1,649 crores odd. Can you share the growth outlook going forward for the CDMO business?
So we're expecting, I think, for PPL overall in early teens revenue growth. The CDMO business should grow a bit faster than that. As well as the India consumer products.
All right, and also Nandini, if we talk about your internals then the complex hospitals generic, that segment has actually seen a decline of 5% on a YY basis. Just wanted to understand that because of the pricing, we have seen a pressure in the quarter gone by. But going ahead, do you believe that there could be some reversal in this particular segment in terms of the positive side, and what is the overall outlook?
So this is a generics business. You will see some, price declines in that, and that's going to continue to see. We will see that. However, we're actually quite optimistic about the medium-term growth of the business. We're expanding capacities at our plant in Digwal, Telangana, as well as the Dahej, Gujarat, and that will give us the opportunities to play in the rest of world markets where we don't have as much of a presence. Additionally, we're also looking at launching new products under development. Those will be over the next 2 to 3 year time frame. So medium term, I'm actually quite optimistic about the business.
Right, but Nandini, what is the guidance on the net debt reduction? Well, we have seen your net debt to EBITDA improve from 5.6x, at the start of the financial year to 2.9x at the end of FY24. Where can we see this number headed?
So as you have rightly noted, we reduced our net debt from 5.6 times EBITDA to 2.9. Next year, as we see an absolute increase in EBITDA, we will look to bring down that net debt further, but I can't give you an exact number at the moment. But the direction is lower.
Okay, but the direction is on the lower side for the guidance. But Nandini, we understand that this is a difficult biotech funding environment, and what is all these companies are also highlighting, and they're also pointing out that maybe in the second half of FY25, where we can see this whole environment and the business dynamics improving for the industry. What's your sense on the industry growth outlook, and especially with respect to the US biotech funding?
Our expectation is as we said, a mid-teens revenue growth. If the biotech industry improves, that would be an upside to our growth. We haven't factored that in yet because I think as of right now, it's too early to say.
Well, Nandini, you also spoke about the new product launch that, as you mentioned in your previous answer, but tell us about the product launch pipeline then for FY25.
So in CDMO business, actually this year, in the last FY24, we saw our on-patent business that comprises of about 50% of our overall business. For that's been a big shift for us because over last year it was 45%. And for the first time, our trajectory is like more, it becomes almost a majority of our business. So that's something that we're very excited about. As we go forward next year, we think in the CDMO business, the on-patent commercial business should increase, as well as our differentiated offerings and the sort of commercial products. So I think this is what excites us as what in the India consumer products, we've launched about 150 new products over the last 3 years. We're going to continue to launch new products. We're particularly excited about our new men's range, Bohem, and we see that as a very exciting market to play in.
All right, Nandini, thank you so much for joining us today on the show.